Hey everyone, I figure I'd go ahead and tell you that my face might be a little bit red or a little rough looking, and I'm sorry, but since this is a med spa video, I figured you guys would understand. I had Morpheus 8 done this morning, so I'm sorry for this, but it'll be fine. Now let's get into this video. Have you been thinking about opening a med spa in 2026? If so, don't wait. The most successful owners start planning now. In this video, we're going to walk you through what you should be doing today to launch smarter, to avoid costly mistakes, and to actually scale once your doors open. Before you even start thinking about furniture, laser machine, your Instagram handle, you've got to define what kind of med spa you actually want to be. Not all med spas are the same. And the ones that skip this step end up having a confusing brand, inconsistent pricing, and a lot of wasted money. So first, let's start with what services are you planning to offer? Are you going to be focusing on injectables, facials, lasers, IV therapy, hormone replacement, wellness packages, or a mix of a few things? Remember, you don't have to do everything right away. Start with a few high-end, high-profit margin services that you can do really well, and then you can grow from there. Next, what's your niche or your identity? Are you going for luxury, high-touch experience with champagne and concierge vibes? Or maybe more of a clinical, results-driven practice with a wellness focus and long-term programs? Then think about who's your ideal client. Think beyond women who are in their 20s to 55. Think what's their lifestyle? What do they value? Are they looking for convenience and self-care and transformation? When you know exactly who you're serving, every decision from decor to marketing becomes a lot easier. Now, once you know your med spa's identity, it's time to get real about the numbers. So you need a solid business plan on paper, not just an idea in your head. Now, we offer a really good business plan template, and it even offers examples and tells you exactly what to write in certain spots. So if you want this, the link to it's in the description, but it's also on my website. Now, the first part of this is you're going to be looking at startup costs. You need to think about your build out costs, equipment, rent, payroll, things like this. Then you need to define your revenue model. Are you going to offer single treatments or packages or maybe even a membership? Now remember, recurring revenue like memberships can keep your business going. Next, you need to find your break-even point. How many patients each month do you need to cover all your startup costs before you start to profit? Next, decide who's managing the day-to-day operations, staffing, marketing, finances. Even if it's just you for now, get it on paper. Next, set up projections. Project out 6 months, 12 months, 24 months. Too many med spas skip this step, and then they end up with no idea what success even looks like. So please don't make that mistake. Now, before you sign a lease or order equipment, hit pause. Because where you open and what you're allowed to do can make or break your med spa. You need to start with knowing your state laws. Every state has different rules about ownership and physician supervision, and ignoring them can close you down really fast. Next, look in your local market that you're thinking of opening in and see what your competition is. Don't just assume, do the research. And if you're dead set on starting in that area, even if it's oversaturated, then figure out what you need to do to stand apart from everybody else. What's going to make you different? Make sure you have the right licenses, insurances, and permits in place before opening day. And if you're not really sure about any of this, talk to a healthcare attorney or a consultant to learn more. Now, once your vision and location are set, it's time to get official. First, register your business, whether it's an LLC, a PLLC, or whatever your state law requires. Then you need to open up a separate business bank account and get a business credit card. This way your finances stay clean and organized. Next, set up accounting software. This helps track your income and your expenses. Now, personally, I like QuickBooks, but there's a lot out there and you can do whatever you want. And seriously, don't wait till tax season to start figuring all this out. Your CPA is going to thank you, and so will your future self. Now let's dig into staffing, marketing, software, and supplies. You should already have a budget for all of these things since you made a business plan. Try to stick with this budget so you don't overspend before revenue starts coming in. Remember, a solid foundation builds profitable med spas. Now you need to start building your brand. That means it's time to get a logo since you already have a business name. You can hire a graphic designer or maybe go the route of going to 99 Designs, depending on how big a budget you have. I really have seen great results with people using 99 Designs. So if you have a small budget, that's a good place to start. Next, you need to hire somebody to make a website for you. Do not try to make it yourself. And definitely don't use a friend who thinks they can kind of figure it out and do it for you. You need a solid, professional looking website. And make sure you own the domain and the content on the website, because this is a must. Not all marketing companies really will let you do that. So this is a requirement that you need to tell them is going to happen, or you don't use them. It's also time to start creating your social media pages. This way you'll start creating organic traffic. And last but not least, you need to create a Google My Business page. Again, this is an area that is really good to hire somebody to help you. Like my company, we can make sure you're on all major platforms with the correct information, and then patients can start finding you right away. Now let's talk about who you need to hire for your team, because the right people will make or break your med spa. And I know I say this all the time, but it's true. Start by trying to figure out who you actually need at launch versus who can actually be hired later. Maybe it's just a front desk person and yourself for now, and that's okay. Look for a front desk person willing to help you do social media. Then maybe you can add an esthetician or a marketing person later. And whatever you do, don't hire somebody out of convenience. No friends, and no, she's so nice, I can figure out how to train her later. No, it almost always backfires. Since you're just starting out, you're better off finding somebody who can hit the ground running and knows what they're doing. And remember, your front desk person is like your front door to your whole business. Make sure they're sweet and happy and friendly. And don't wait till you open the doors to start marketing. Start now. Document your journey on Instagram or TikTok. Show the build out or how things are going when you're putting your practice together. People love watching businesses come to life. And this is why we created your social media pages early. And while you're at it, go ahead and start an email list. Offer a simple lead magnet or maybe a coming soon giveaway to get started. Then use that list for pre-launch buzz. Get testimonials from models who have done treatments for you, or maybe do a sneak peek from day to day. And that way, when you really open, you're not starting from ground zero. You already have fans that are waiting to book with you. Now, if you're dreaming about opening a med spa next year, this is your prep year. The owners who win aren't just great injectors. They're the ones who plan early, build smart, and launch with clarity. And once your doors open, your next challenge is going to be keeping those patients coming back. Now watch our next video on how to increase patient retention. It's packed with great strategies that you'll want before you launch. See you in the next video.